So, to make a cushion, that's our cushion front, so that dictates the size the cushion will be. This is the back, and I've got a large piece and a smaller piece for the top, but obviously as long as it's bigger than the front. I've got the piece that hides the zip, and I'm doing a contrasting fabric, or you could do the same, it's entirely up to you. This one does matter on size. I always make mine 5 inches and ironed in half, and then I like a longer zip that's longer than my front, so then I can chop off. So that's all you need, and a sewing machine, and it's a 3-step method again, and let's go. First bit we need is the larger back section and the zip. Now the reason I like a bigger zip, just check everything's fine, it opens and closes, is so that when it's chopped off I chop the end metal bits off on both ends, and it doesn't get in the way, and I like to cover it so that you don't see it. So if you haven't got the right colour, I happen to have the right colour today, but on other occasions I didn't. When you've got a cover, you don't see the zip, so it doesn't matter what colour you put in. Take your zip, and I always do mine same way as you would in a bag, from that side to that side when I'm facing it, and do it right sides together, and then clip it on. So however big your zip is, just clip it on, and then sew 1/4 inch seam to keep your zip in. Zipper foot on, right sides together with your larger back, and sew. That's what your first bit should look like. Fold your zip back out, so that's how you've sewn it in. Fold it back out and press. Take your 5 inch folded in half section and place that, so now the zip is facing right side up, so you put this on the far side, the other side of the zip that you haven't sewn yet. Don't forget that if you've got the base, the back bigger than your front, it doesn't matter if you put it there and it's skewy, because you know you're going to chop it off, but do try and keep it as level as possible, and just make sure life a lot easier. Take your top smaller section. This is why I haven't told you the measurements of these two. A, they're bigger. B, you can have the zip in the middle, you can have it at the bottom, you can have it slanting across. You can have it anywhere you want, so that's your choice. All you've got to do, remember, is you need it bigger. It's your front that dictates the size. I have got directional fabric, so I want it to end like that, so I'll pull that down that way, and it'll have to be right size together. So when I pull it back up, that direction will be right. So please keep that in mind. And then just put a couple of clips in just to hold it while you take it to the sewing machine. So you've got a sandwich of 3. So you've got the zip, the 2.5 inch folded zipper cover, and the back. So basically that is then covering your zip. So you have a sandwich of 3, make sure all 3 are level. Using your zipper foot, so now you have your zip sandwiched with its zip cover and then there you go, it's actually in between there, look, and then it's covered by this, which gets secured when you sew the sides. So press that so that's nice and flat there. So now we have your back section ready and your front section, and if I decide to pull it down there, the zip will be at the top. If I have it there, the zip will be just over one of the halfways. So if I want it about there, so it's more towards the top than the bottom, then obviously when I sew around there, I should be chopping off. So what you need to do is make sure the zip is open to underneath your front like this, so that when it's sewn together you'll be able to open your zip. So first thing you need to do is just to make sure that this flap is securely attached, so it's not going to fold in on either side. It'll all be cut off. Once you've got it where you want it to be, I'm going to pin mine, making sure it's straight and exactly what you want it to what you want it to do, where you want it to be. Because we're going to use our front as a guideline, 1/4 of an inch all the way around. So I want to make sure that this flap stays down, so I'll help to secure that not only there but there. And I'll do that on both sides. That's it, so it's 1/4 of an inch all the way around. So change your foot, 1/4 of an inch seam, and then back tack, and there you go, you've got one cushion. One more little bit to do, and that's cutting it off. So open your zip as best you can, because I haven't left a lot of room. So it might be best, a bit of advice is to open the zipper a bit wider, but it is possible. There you go, and then turn it. Turn your corners through first. Go. You could cut across them corners, see what you feel like when through. Pull it through. There you have your 3-step method in putting a zip in making a cushion. And there you go, it's closed. No one can hurt themselves on the zip, it's all padded. If it's a different colour you can't see it. So begin to carry on pushing the seams out correctly, give it a press, and then we'll put the cushion cover in. So this is the one I made on a previous video, and this is the big one, the 20 by 20, and there's the back with the zip underneath there. And as you can see, it was blue. I didn't have the right colour, but with that across it becomes a reversible cushion. And there's the one that we've just made. Turn that round, you can use it either side. You can have all this the same fabric. There you go. Doesn't matter which way around you have it. So you could have it one way and you could have it the other way.